Hello there, I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper, coming to you once again. I am here to discuss an item of concern for you, especially after the Hoover season. You know the Hoover season is still going on, even though today was Valentine's Day. The narcissists haven't given up. And many of you saying, I can't go through that again. I can't go back there again. I can't deal with them again. I almost lost my mind behind that. Well, let's talk about that. I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. Hey, Danielle. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me on today. Danielle, we're starting that clock at 60 seconds. Start that clock at 60 seconds. As the others begin to come in. Hi there, Evangelist Karen. Hey there, Ernestine. Good to see you. All righty. Come on. Let's discuss that. Let's discuss never going back again. You know, Karen, a lot of times people have noticed when they went back, it was worse. It's not a lot of time, it's all the time. It was worse than the first time. The narcissist can never bring you to a peaceable end. Why? Because they don't have peace on the inside. And if they don't have peace on the inside, you're not going to get peace from them to you. And many times, especially now, this is the love season, they call it. It's the season of hoovering, and it's usually the entire month of February, just because Valentine's Day has passed. Don't think the narcissist is done. They're going to do everything they can to will you back in. They're going to make promises. They're going to cry. They're going to repent. They're going to tell you. They'll go to a therapist. They're going to do, and after you've been with them a week, you're going to find the same pattern, the same situation, the same scenario, the same situationship. You know, Karen, it is never better when you go back to the narcissist. It is never better. Karen, let's talk about that. How it is not better when you go back to the narcissist. If you have went back to the narcissist and you notice the situation, I want you to comment. Put your comment in. Put your comments in. Going back to the narcissist. Hello there. How are you, Lisa? Good evening. Good evening. Lisa, we was talking about never returning to the narcissist, never going back, never going through that scenario again. If you have been hoovered in the last 2 months or being hoovered right now, and you are saying there's no way, she said, I am okay. And you, I am doing wonderful. Lisa, have you ever been hoovered by a narcissist? And have you ever left and came back? How was it? Have you ever been hoovered? And have you ever left and came back? Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're going to talk about that because the emails are phenomenal. Many of you say, yeah, and I would never make that mistake again. She said, going back is getting released from prison and breaking back in. Woo, chili potato chips. Oh, my Lord. That is really, really good. That's really good. She said, it's a chance of you going back over 3 years, no contact, no way. She said, it's morning in France. Well, hello there, all the way from France. So tell me, Lisa, have you ever went back to a narcissist or been hoovered to come back to a narcissist? Chili potato just put it. I mean, you can't even put that into better words. That was really good. She says, like being released from prison and then you break back into the prison just to go back into the bondage. Chilled potato chips. Boy, I tell you, now that's a scenario. Many people think that it's going to get better, they'll change. Maybe what I'll do is love them more, I give more, I'll listen more, I will, I will, I will. None of your I wills are substantiated because the narcissist has a pattern. And you got to remember this is a personality disorder. This is not just some realm that they have come into and can fall out of it and can choose themselves out of it. It is their personality. It is their character. She said, thank you. So glad I found your channel. You know what, chill potato? Me too. Because that was a phenomenal way of putting it. And they never change. So get ready. If you think you went through hell the first time, oh, the second time around, oh, it's a knockout zone. It's a knockout zone. And the fact that you come back, they're going to punish you for leaving. She said, I just did after leaving him. He got revenge and tried to guilt trip me for leaving him. Absolutely, because you were called an escapee. See, he didn't have a chance to discard. You're escapee. Hello there, Lynn. How are you? She said, good evening. I would never go back. I know, that's our sentiments exactly. But you'll be amazed how the enemy will plague your mind and make you feel guilty that it's something you didn't do, there's something you didn't say, there was a way you didn't be, and you need to go back to do it right because they really love you. They really care for you. No, none of that is true. None of that is true. Their definition of love still cater to a total self. And they are not giving, they're only taking. Lauren said, hey, long time no see. Blessing, and you still on. I still am on. And thank you so much. I come on every Wednesday night. So after a Factabulous Bible study around this time, you'll see me on. Hello there. Hello there. So, Lauren, we're talking about never going back. The consequences of going back is horrific. And Lauren, that was Lynn. Lynn said, I would never go back. I would never put myself through that turmoil again. I would never go to that kind of devastation again because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be devastation. You know what I mean? Because when you escape, you really gonna get punished. And I think that was Lynn say she left. Lynn say she left and she's never going back. She said, I did just after leaving him and he got revenge and tried to guilt trip me for leaving him. That's Lisa, absolutely. Because they can't stand escapees. Because that means the narcissist was weak. That means the narcissist was rejected and all that he employed, it did not work. And they cannot take rejection. That's a form of rejection. That's a form of denial. So they hate it both ways. Hello there, Camilla. How are you? Yep, back here again. That's a form of rejection. Narcissists have a difficult time with rejection. They have a difficult time with abandonment. If you're not subservient to them, because remember, they have a problem with grandiosity, everything is beneath them. Everything is beneath them. And when they think that you're beneath them, how dare you think? How dare you decide? How dare you make an independent decision? How dare you talk about you're going to leave me and when I'm the best things that you've ever had? You will never get anyone better than me. That's the way the narcissists think because they're dealing with grandiosity. Chill Potato Chip said, he tried to guilt trip me that time, but the next time he'll try to kill you. Whoa. Yup. The malignant narcissist can be very dangerous. Sometimes I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. The malignant narcissist is very, very, very dangerous, especially when you have a loud, boisterous narcissist. She said, he had a new supply. I didn't know. He used to call me crying and victimizing himself. I went to see him thinking he was in bad shape. It was then that I discovered the new supply. It was a ploy. It was a ploy. He's probably not getting the fuel that he was getting from you, or he wants to keep you dangling. He wants to keep you hanging. So that's why he did that. Yeah, the covert narcissist is very subtle, and they victimize, and that is all. They are always the victim. They're always the victim with the covert. Let me see. Oh, narcissist. They will never give you credit. They will never admit to being wrong. Even if they did, they somehow are going to get back to you, accusing you. Chip Potato said, if you think he was in bad shape, pray for him. God can love him more than you can and keep moving. Oh, yes, ma'am. She said, I just became a subscriber. Thank you, Lynn. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like and share the page. Like it and share it. Thank you so much, Lynn. I really appreciate that. When you come back to the narcissist, it validates his grandiosity. It validates his bad behavior. It validates that he's on the right track. Because if he was not on the right track, why would you come back? She said, woohoo, thank you so much for your amazing support, Lynn. Absolutely, absolutely. And see, the covert narcissist is very subtle. Very subtle. They will cry. They will beg, and in the back of their mind, they are plotting your demise. Like Lynn said, they are plotting you against you because they want you to fall. They want you to be destroyed. A destruction to a narcissist proves that they have power. Isn't that something? It proves that they have power. And so they want you down. They want you out. Because they like bragging to someone else how you have tripped out, how you lost your mind, how you begged them back. Lisa said, I cut all ties with him. He tried to hoover 3 months after for my birthday and holiday. I didn't reply. I was in, CPTSD and depression. Oh, my Lord, I know. I know, and he banks on that. He wants you to be there because when you are depressed, he thinks that you're going to cave in and you're going to give in. So I really am grateful, Lisa, that you had the strength to go no contact. No contact is just that. You can't use any other thing with no contact but total no contact. That means you don't access their Facebook page. That means you don't access any phone calls. And you know they can use so many numbers. So if you block one number, they try with another number. If you don't recognize that number and you're not expecting a call, then don't answer the phone call. Don't answer the phone call. Cluster B, Danielle said, welcome to the tribe, all new subscribers. Your support is invaluable and so appreciated. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Danielle. She said the malignant narcissist didn't have anything to say to me in the last couple of years unless he was emotionally dumping. She said once I escaped in 2020, he has been stalking ever since. He can't find me because he can't find a supply that supply like you. And he knows that was good supply. And he can't find another one. And because he can't find another one, he always look for you. He always looking for you. Hello there, Deborah. How are you? We're talking about not ever going back to the narcissist. Lisa said, I would never, ever go back to that. Chill Potato Chips said it's like breaking out of prison, being free, and then break back into your own jail. Absolutely. That was a very, very, very good description. I tell you, once you make up in your mind to leave, that has to be the finality. I got a video when the supply has had enough. Go and access that video under Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. When the supply has had enough. When you've had enough, nobody have to encourage you. Nobody have to strengthen you. You out of there. You don't care what anybody say. Hello there, Lania. Thank you so much. She said, hello, I just joined. What's going on? We're talking about never going back to the narcissist under any circumstances, no matter how they plead, no matter how they beg, no matter how they cry. They tell you, or they'll send a proxy member to speak on their behalf. She said, getting over the flu, and I would never go back. Not me. Absolutely. How long have you been free, Deborah? How long have you been free? How long have you been free? Whether it was a discard or whether it was an escape. Freedom is freedom. But you have to employ the same tactics that's in C. No contact. Let's not look up their internet. Let's not look up anybody that's connected to them. Let's not call their sister, mother, brother, cousin. You have to break off the whole gamut. We are going to do a video too on family issues, how the family cover them up. Lisa said it's quite hard because I guess there is dopamine addiction. Exactly. She said, oh, wow, I would never go back either. That was Linnea. Deborah said 8 years. Woo. Yeah, that's a long time of relationship with a narcissist. Karen is on here. And Evangelist Karen was with him for, Linnea says 6 years. I think since for me. Oh, my Lord. Karen was with him for 33 years. And she's been free 4 years. She just found out he's gotten married. He still went to our old church asking the pastor if she has seen me. I was hoping he would forget about me. But you're right. He doesn't want to give up that grade 8. Absolutely. Absolutely. Will be 9 years. I was in 7 years. Wow. Chili Potato Chips said, I think a lot of people are raised by narcissists, and that's why they are easier to manipulate. That was my case. Absolutely. You've been groomed, and your beacon pulls in narcissists until you demagnetize. And you have to stay away long enough. You have to change your mind. You have to get around different people. You have to go to therapy section, life coach section. She said, how long does it take to heal after narcissist group? There's different times. You know that the average, they say if you're with a narcissist 3 months, it takes 2 years. But Karen was with him for 33 years, and she's now a certified life coach. It depends on what you're willing to do, what you're willing to give up, the sacrifice you're willing to make, because it's going to take a sacrifice, because that's an addiction. And it ain't just you walking out, baby. It's you getting over an addiction. You getting over a lifestyle. The narcissists train you to want them. They train you to need them. And you needed them. And leaving them don't take away the need. Stand away from them. Getting help does. Linnea said, how long were you in that kind of situationship? Honey, 31 years is a long time. Karen, 33 years. Pat, 46 years. And I have clients that have been in there 60 years, 70 years. One lady, 80 years. And like the 83rd year, he walked out for a younger girl. What she's going to do at 80 some years old. He left her to die. He left her to rot. And she said she was free, but she went back because she thought it would be better. She said, that's a long time. That's a very long time. That's a very long time. Karen said, I remember all the abuse and trauma. Bonds is broken. She said, no amount of stalking, Hoover, or proxy, or triangulation will ever get me to return. Tyler B said, Isn't it possible to heal from trauma that occurred when you were very young? Absolutely. It's always an opportunity to heal. Deborah said, I didn't learn he was a narc till 5 years when I was out. I prayed and asked God to show me. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Oh, I know. What you've been through. Tyler B said, if you develop with it. Welcome, Tyler B. Yeah. If you develop a lifestyle with a narcissist because you was raised by narcissist parents, it's easy to accept the abuse of a narcissist because that's all you were given. You were told that you had no value, you had no worth. Every time you do something good, they tore it down. They never gave you the proper praise and the admonishment that you need. So you always consider yourself as second rate or no rate at all. So you always consider yourself in the worthless realm. So when the narcissist came with the same frequency, the same voice, the same behavior, you were used to that. Your parents did it, and they were narcissists. So he do it. So it's no big deal. You won't think twice about it. And people look at you and say, she's crazy. Why do she stay in there? They don't understand. Hey, thank you, Linnea. Linnea, subscribe, y'all. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribe, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Every time I come on live, you will be notified. Right now, I'm only coming on Wednesday because of my time. But as I can get more time, we're going to spend more time together. Talk about more time together. And I'm going to start putting up videos. She said both him and his mom. See, that's what I want to talk about. Mother dearest. She said, what is your agenda? Take care of that. Danielle, thank you so much. Take care of Mr. Africans. There you go. She got him. This is crazy. But when you are grade A supply, they will go through any extreme. Because sometimes the narcissists don't have shame to get what they want. She's a new format on YouTube. You can't see the thumbs up to check the like. Wow. When did that happen? So when you say, I'm not going back, you got to mean that thing. You got to mean it. Because if they pick up anything, if they scan you and pick up that you're lonely, you really want them, oh, they're not going to stop. And the whole time in the back of their mind, they're thinking, when I get you, oh, I'm going to make you pay. You're going to pay for everything you've done to me. I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to make your children pay. I'm going to make you pay. Especially if you went to court and you won the rights to the kids. And they have to have supervised visitation. Oh, they're done. They're too done. They're thinking, I'm going to make them suffer. What time so you usually start your live on Wednesday? Between 9 and 11. And I say that because it depends on whenever I finish the Bible study. When I finish the Bible study, 15 minutes after that, I am on. That's why I want you to subscribe. And the alert will pop up. And if you're available, just join me, invite somebody. But I'm telling you, this lifestyle, if you think that's something, you really don't know what you've been into until you're out of it. Karen said, I was able to check like when I first came on, but can't see it now. Maybe you can see it when it first started. She said, leave the chat for a moment. Should show available before re-entering. That was Danielle. Okay. He is blocked, so he knows he can't get me back because I have nothing to say to him. Nothing. Okay. Thank you so much. It is dangerous to return to a narcissist. And it's just like Lynn said, they get you back in And if they're malignant and they are sociopath, psychopath, Xerxes. She said, "Are you related to Leonard?" Okay. Uh, Danielle, you got that too. Oh, she on it. They want you because they can't find no more supply like you. Uh-huh. They can't find any supply. Lanier said, "I have to go. Bye, Princess. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it." 30 minutes into it. We got 30 minutes, y'all. And one thing about they hate when they can't get you back because it talks to how weak they are. She said, "I went back 3 times. No more." Woo! Was each time like hell? She said they made everything possible to make you leave. Once you do it, then they gaslight to make you think that you destroyed them. Yeah, for leaving them, especially if you are an empath, because they know how you feel. They know what that means. They know that an empath takes on a lot of times until they learn. They take on the behavior, they take on the responsibility of trying to make things work. Yeah. They take on and they try to make things work. They don't try to make things work. That supply, they may have a supply, but if they are stalking you, that supply is not as good as they making you believe. And they'll make you believe that they're happy, nothing is better. Then why do you need me? Because they're not getting the fuel that they got from you. Grade A steak is different than a steak that you buy on sale and they're trying to get rid of it. And that supply, he's trying to get rid of it to find another supply. Absolutely. Thank you, Lania. We really appreciate you. You can't go back. Sometimes they'll send your friends and tell you what a wonderful guy they was, how wonderful she was, how they really love you, how they really gave themselves. And you're thinking, no, they didn't. You didn't even know them. They had one public face, and then they had another face once we closed the door. You have no idea the hell I went through. And 9 times out of 10, a flying monkey that they are really fighting on his behalf, the narcissist will sleep with them. And once he do hold them hostage, just in case they want to get away, they can't tell anybody. And it may be a best friend, husband, your best friend, a sister, brother, cousin, uncle, mother. They don't care. Brother, they don't care. A narcissist will go to whatever benefits them. And you keep wondering why your friend keep talking about them, keep mentioning them. And you tell them, I'm not going back. They're trying to convince you to go back. In 33 years, I went to 7 domestic violence shelters, became the emotional and mental abuse was not bad. She said shelter because the emotional and mental abuse was not bad because of trauma bond. And a few weeks of couple of months later, I would return. The abuse was worse every single time. Deborah said, I be careful what I say to my sister and my brother-in-law because they still go to his church. Oh my God. Then you know what that's about. Absolutely. And as long as they're there, that's his contact. He thinks he always have contact with you. And it may become necessary you have to cut them off. Because he can put pressure, crying, act like he really missed you, and he don't know why you're not returning his call. He don't know why you're not accepting his call. She's the only woman I ever loved. I never loved a woman like this. I don't even know what I did. You know what you did. And a lot of times people get emotionally ridden. They go with the emotions, and their emotions pull them on in. When he just telling lies. I know. Game_sharks at church. Yeah. Religious narcissists are the worst ones. Just don't think because they go to church that they okay. Sometimes they are the worst ones. Games said thumbs up. She said, no more games here. Absolutely. Lisa said, yes, he did that to me. See, always got someone bidding on his behalf, coming on his behalf, talking on his behalf, speaking on his behalf. And the whole time, he means you no good. They can be dangerous, y'all. If they make a threat, don't take it lightly. If they make a threat, don't take that threat lightly. Because they can be very dangerous. You say, even the subtle one, of course. A narcissist is a narcissist. They don't do their own work. They get somebody else to do their work. And guess what? A lot of times, hello there, Zach, how are you? A lot of times, they have people who just as committed as you used to be. They have people that are just as committed as you used to be, and they will do anything for them. Anything. And the narcissists use sex as a weapon, whether it's your sister or your brother. Because once you sleep with them, you feel condemned and they can blackmail you. My sister said he was in the office with another woman and had a wife. No respect, none. Oh my God. Narcissists make flying monkeys out of families and friends. This is Cluster B Free Karen. She said, and they get sent to Hoover by proxy. Keep your personal business and plans to yourself so the narcissist can't get updates on you. Absolutely. Absolutely. The more information they get, the more the narcissist feel like he got a chance. He can get in. And he keeps files. Because some of them got so many supplies. They have to organize the files. Every 3 months they go to these. The second 3 months they go here. And the third 3 months and the fourth 3 months. And then they start their routine. And the routine that they operate is the way they hoover. They hoover you according to the routine. So when your time comes, they hoover you. Hello there, MXW. Thank you so much. She said, I hate to say it, but my mom got rid of the one I was with because she was jealous of him, manipulating and emotionally abusing me because that better than she was. I'm so happy she helped me though. Wow. So is your mom a narcissist? Is your mother a narcissist? She said, but now I'm working on getting out of the web as well. It's called a web of alliance. And it reminds me of a black widow spider. Anytime they want to catch a prey, they go to the tapping of the web. When the tap of the web comes in, the impulse, it lets the spider know someone is trapped. And then she come out. Oh, yes, she is. Okay. I was out of town. She told him I got on her. That is not his business. Wow. Isn't that amazing? So then you were already conditioned. Chilled potato chips. You were already conditioned. So you have to break the whole frequency altogether. She said, then when I get help from my toxic friends and they tried to guilt trip me for leaving him and being sick, I had to cut ties with them too. Absolutely. Blessings, everyone, Fifi. Absolutely. It doesn't matter who you have to cut for your freedom. It reminds me, I think that was Lynn. Lynn said, you don't want to break out of prison and then you experience freedom and you'll not enjoy your freedom, so you break back into prison. You break back into your own bondage. You don't want to break into your own bondage. You want to be free. The narcissists want you because they're nothing without you. She said, hey, Fifi, glad you are here. Tucker said, I'm hitting the witty. Okay, I don't know what that means. They can't do it. And a lot of times, the way you took care of them, they don't have anyone to take care of them like that. They don't. They don't have anyone financially that will give themselves emotionally, especially if you're an empath. She said, I had to let go of my parents and all siblings. It's like I was born into a tribe of cannibals. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you, Danielle. Wow. That is true. It's sad because you love your family and you want your family. But honey, when it comes to your freedom, it doesn't matter who it is. You stay free. Whether you have to eliminate your parents, eliminate your family, eliminate your friends. Because your peace of mind is worth it. Because they won't stop. And they will gain you. They will gain you for the narcissist to get what he wants. She said, I was so codependent and a people pleaser. Oh, MMXW. Yep. See, and once you break that addiction, you've really done something. When you break that addiction and you refuse to allow that back in your life, oh, you really done something huge. It's big. It's a major victory for you. It's a major win for you. And the narcissist knows it. And they don't want it. They don't want that win. They don't want that victory. They don't want it. Why? Because they losing grips. And it means they're weakening. She said, thank God I broke it and see them for who they are. Amen. She said, if you haven't already, please take a moment, like the video. She said, it's a free gesture that supports this channel. Thank you so much, Danielle. Wonderful information and help provide to others. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. So make sure you subscribe, like, and share the page. Like and share the page. Cluster B Free, Karen says, after the narcissist abuse, it's important to protect your peace. She said, have strong boundaries and zero tolerance for toxicity. Absolutely. Hello there, Mela. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it's from. It doesn't matter how it comes. Your peace is not to be compromised. Your peace is not up for sale. It is not up for grabs. Not your peace. That's your keeper. That's your solidifier when it comes to your body. Your body can go through so many changes until it's not even funny. Your body can mess up your intestinal system until you can't eat nothing. Whatever you eat goes right through your system. And that's because you done been with the narcissist so long. You lived on pins and needle. You don't know whether to fight. You don't know whether to flee. You don't know whether to stay. And you're used to walking on eggshells. MMWX said, that's where I am. That's where I am at a state, my boundaries, and if you see I'm not here being heard, I walk away. Absolutely, no arguments whatsoever. And Fifi said, yes, thank you for the invite. Cluster B Free, Karen. I'm glad I called Apostle live. Thank you so much, Karen. She said, do they love boom flying monkeys? Of course. To try to back with me. Monkeys, do they know they are flying monkeys? Some of them do. Some of them do. And have the same addiction that you had with the narcissist. They are addicted. They don't want to do without them. Think about what you felt when you was with them. What you felt when you wanted to fight for the relationship. What you felt when you said, look, if I do this, it'll work. If I just give more, it'll work. If I just pray more, it'll work. And it didn't. That's where they are. If they just do what he say, they believe it'll work. Because sometimes narcissists can have so many supply. He can have the prime supply. He can have the replacement supply. He can have the chef supply. He can have the in and out supply where all he wants is sex, or all he wants is money, or all he wants is the way they lift him up, or they have kids and he want to act like he loves kids for a public display, but he don't do anything else. And when they chef you, they only see him where he wants them to see him. The primary supply, secondary supply, financial supply is the one who usually see the narcissist. Or if they can get him into a door of opportunity, they see him. Because he always used their success as his success. Whatever accomplishment you have, the narcissist lay hold of it as if he did it, as if it's his success. She said, my mother used her siblings that she helped financially for flying monkeys, and she abused them too. I have learned not to share much with them. So they can take it back to her. Because really, she gets happiness at your torment. She gets happiness when you are abused. It makes her feel powerful when you are hurting. Yes, he's always asking the church for money. Oh my God. See, the church got to wake up and recognize that just because you have a benevolence ministry, you don't have a giveaway ministry, because people don't want to do right. And they always want you there. So he probably got a supply for finance. Then he have a supply for sex. Then he wants you back as the main supply. And the only thing about that is when they have a main supply and they've replaced the primary supply. So what they have is a subsidiary and then a primary. But the subsidiary is equivalent to the primary, because that's the old supply that he done got back, that is used to giving to him, that is used to taking care of him. But he can't get rid of that prime A supply right now, because they're doing the same thing. But there's something about this supply that doesn't make him feel as comfortable as the old supply. And probably she's boisterous, not tolerant, and she fight. You know what I mean? So when you think of that, think of the narcissist that don't care about anybody else but himself. Nobody else but himself. See? You see what I mean? That's why you can't go back. Karen said she went back 7 times. And it was worse every single time. Deborah said, wife is getting it. I tell my sister, I don't want to be here, that I pray she leave. The wife is getting it. And I tell my sister, I don't want to be here, and I pray she leaves. Chia Potato Chip said, a lot of them are perfect on paper too. Great career, came from nice families, dressed nice, educated. I shake my head. Deborah's conclusion. Yeah, a lot of them are very wealthy. Imagine having 2 parents like this. It took my family a very long time to believe this. Whoa. When you have 2 narcissists in a family, there's usually a weak narcissist and a strong narcissist. And the strong narcissist lead everything. She said, I have an uncle that treats me like a daughter finally this year. And he says, both of your parents need help. Yeah. A stronger and a young, weaker. And not necessarily the man is the strongest. She said, I suppose he found his alter ego, and I'm not sure, but I think the new supply is a narc too. Well, notice this. Thank you so much. Notice this, that one narcissist will always have the strength, and another narcissist will always be the follower. And the narcissist that is a follower is tremendously abused. A strong narcissist tremendously abuse another narcissist because they know how they think, the grandiosity, the self-centeredness. They got all of those traits there with that narcissist, but they're subservient because that narcissist will put his foot on them, and he won't let them up because he know if he let them up, he got problems, because the problems he have, they have on a weaker scale. So he understands, she understands, but they are weak. And usually two narcissists don't stay together long. They overpower one another. She said, my mother is a borderline and my father is super intelligent and super successful, and he abused people without ever raising his voice. Yeah, those cerebrals, I like that. A cerebral narcissist is a thinker. And as they think, these narcissists, and they gather information about your life, they strategize. They are monstrous in strategizing your life so they can use it and abuse it. And then when they got money, people cater to them. People subject to them because they think they're successful. They think that they're wealthy. So people will give their right arm for these people because they want the money that these people have. And they flaunt the money that they have so they can keep these supply intact. And they poise people against one another so they can remain in control. She said, I didn't know he was a narc, but I sure knew he wasn't right. She said, the church can't see that. They don't want to see that. How can a church not see that? And they're supposed to be the eyes of God. If anybody's supposed to know the truth, they're supposed to have the truth. But you'll be amazed how money can make folk blind. She said, it's crazy how much energy they have to do all this stuff. They do. That's why they don't need a lot of sleep, those vagabond spirits. They don't need a lot of sleep. All right, y'all, we got 1 minute. And I will be back here on next week, Wednesday. Make sure that you are following me. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. I come on every Tuesday on Clubhouse. Join me, Helen Sadler, your destiny helper, at 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, and 9:45 Central Time on Clubhouse. I'm here every Wednesday right after Fantabulous Bible Study. So make sure you join me and make sure you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I love you all, and I pray that you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you, Evangelist Karen, so much. She said I didn't cater to him, and he wanted me to move in with him. Never. So he went silent. Of course. Because he was rejected. And he can't handle your rejection. Well, MXW, you stay well, you stay free. And all of you that joined me on today, I appreciate you so much. Danielle, thank you for being an awesome moderator. Good night, everyone. I'll see you next Wednesday. I love you. God bless.